Hey guys, welcome to another video. Sorry for not posting in a long. Today we'll try something different. Today I'll be going through how does a computer work. Especially this is a Dell Latitude. So we're gonna explore this. This part about this, can you just see the anti-glare system, because it's not very reflective like normal laptops you see. This is a Latitude E6400 and just listen to this. Yeah, it sounds actually really amazing. And this keypad especially, best part actually back then is that we did not have click trackpads like we have now. Here in my laptop you can click like this anywhere here, but here the thing is that it's separate. You have to click either here or here. Another important thing is that back then only we had wireless charging over here. Normally we won't expect wireless charging, especially in this old laptop, but somehow we got it. The thing is that this doesn't turn on anymore. You know those old Windows button. You remember which Windows? Comment down below which Windows button you think this is. Power button over here. This is the Wi-Fi button. This is the Bluetooth button, and this is the internet button. Back then we can add SIMs. And this is also the volume button over here. The thing is that we can increase, decrease. These tactile buttons actually make it really good to use. The middle button over here, it seems to be gone. This used to be an old laptop. It's been sitting in my warehouse for almost, I think, 8 years or so. So I'll show you the sides. Okay, so this is the sides over here. Firstly, we have two USB ports. Surprisingly, nowadays we don't even get at least one USB port right now. And we even have a microphone port and a headphone port here. Another thing is that, we have cellular internet to connect. A quick ICT lesson. Broadband, we connect internet through STC, etc. We can connect through this button here. We can turn off and turn it on. And there's this Wi-Fi button also. Here also we have an SD card reader, it seems. SD card reader. And also we have this, the DVD readers. That seems the reader also is not working, the memory card. I'll show you the other side also. Here we have the good old VGA ports. Actually VGA ports was very popular back then, but it was really bulky, so we changed to HDMI. Another powering port. This one is special. Why? Because you can charge your devices from this. This is eSATA cable. If you don't know, eSATA cable is it links external storage devices. Now let's move to the back. Here we have the power jack. The power jack back then is thick. When I mean thick, it's really thick. Next you have the good old Ethernet port. We connect Ethernet through this. How do you connect Ethernet through? This is a quick ICT lesson again. Switch. The switch will connect to the network router. The router will go to the gateway to the WAN. To see the size of this thing, my thumb is that thick. Okay, let's turn to the back. Okay, so this is the back of the computer. This is a battery power pack. Not joking, it's detachable. That too, with that power output I showed you that time, you can actually use it without this. This is like an add-on. So you can charge like 2-3, you can buy and use it. And this is hard metal. Okay, let's open it. Okay, so guys, this is the whole inside of the laptop. This is a behemoth. When I mean a behemoth, it's a behemoth. So let's go through how this laptop actually works. So let's start from this side. This is called a Wi-Fi card. So what it does is that it has a MAC address. MAC address is uniquely used to identify the device. Then we move on. We have can you guess this? HDD. This used to be detachable. So I can detach it like this, and boom, we have a whole hard drive. This is a Seagate hard drive with almost 250 GB, which back then was really big. Back then, a little groundwork on how this used to actually work was that a little history about this laptop is that it was used many times for movies, etc. VFX. They used to use this laptop because back then it was really powerful. You can tell. See, this is actual copper. The physics students over here, copper is a very good conductor of heat. And iron, especially, if I touch this, is colder than any part of the computer. And this you directly used to connect to fan. The heat from the CPU over here, which is thermal plastic, it passes all the way through there, goes all the way through there and comes to the fan, which uses convection, which uses air to absorb the heat and then sends it out through there. Nowadays what happens is that laptops, they don't use fans at all. Take for example the new Microsoft Surface laptop. They connect the heatsink directly to the chassis of the laptop. Metal is a good emitter and absorber of heat, so they use this to their advantage. For example, this is made of metal. What happens is that if this heats up, this will emit radiation over here. So this radiation can be dissipated to the surroundings. Let's look at this. Actually, this is a 5-volt battery. Back then, BIOS used to be stored all in the motherboard. But the problem was that if it lost power, it will forget the date, the time, etc. Apply little power to the BIOS so it will remember. So this is called the daughter board. So why do you use daughter board? Thing is that they're essential components in modern electronics because they provide a flexible way to add functions without reworking the PCB. Example, if I wanted to add a Wi-Fi 6E card to this, you can directly add it to the daughter board. It acts like a port that can be modified and more can be added. With technology evolving, they thought if we can future-proof it, more people will want to buy this. This behemoth that almost takes up 1/4 of the whole electronic section, this is called the DVD reader and writer. It is a optical storage media. You can see there is small reflection in a CD. The reason they have that reflection is because the light and bounces off this DVD into a sensor to detect if it's ones or zeros. This is the most recognizable part of almost any computer is the RAM. This I believe is a 500 megabit MB RAM. Nowadays we have 16 GB, 8 GB, but back then 500 megabytes was a lot, I would say. This was made from Samsung and it is made in China, and we have 2 sticks over here. It acts like a temporary storage. It's a violet. Whoever takes chemistry would know that violet means it will evaporate in room temperature. This is the same here. If you turn off the power, all the information will disappear. Under here, I think you can see this is the whole motherboard. The thing about this laptop is that it's not fully removable. Capacitors, this is all sorted. I hope you guys enjoyed this a slightly different video but a more informative one. Okay guys, thank you for watching and catch you in the next one.